So it's a pretty windy day today. It's Sunday. We had a pretty rain shower today, so I ran over to the shop, did some inspection work on the combine. I haven't done many videos on this thing, so I figured while I was over here today, I would do some videos on it. So I think I made a statement when I first got this that when I cracked that oil loose, it had coolant in the bottom of it, and that's never a good thing because these old the 2.9s 2900 series Alice motors were bad about electrolysis in the motor, so it would start leaking antifreeze into the motor, and I was getting really concerned that this motor was shot. But it ran too good, and it didn't smoke, nothing like that, so I was kind of curious. So it's been sitting here in the shed for about a month. Closer to 2 months, because that's when we had the big snowstorms. I pulled it in here right before the first big snowstorm we had, and I just cracked my oil loose. Put this back before I get my head whacked off with it, because I have done that. It don't feel real great, I will say. We did go to northern Indiana to get parts for this thing. I got a new screen for this side because it was rotted out at the bottom. But the oil that I got was just some residue crap, sludgy shit from when I drained it the first time. Because when I drained it the first time, it was nasty oil. And this combine had been sitting for a good bit. So, and I mean, after the sludgy shit got out, it turned into it's just diesel oil. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's got fresh oil in it, but it's probably needing to be changed again. So yeah, we're gonna, I think today's plan now, it's pretty cold, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to start this damn thing. Let it run for a while, because it ain't been started since it snowed. And this week's the week I think I'm gonna start on getting the list together or getting this thing moved somewhere to get worked on, because yeah, the birds been having a good time up here. Is everything up here, the oil's still good and clean. It's got a leak down the injection pump. Let me check that out, because I can do that stuff. I did get me a new screen because this one here got that big chunk knocked out of it, but I didn't realize this was foo-barred up. So I need this whole slide-in piece. But I just got the rotary screen, which that sucks. And that would explain why that does not turn anymore, because it's not turning with the fan blowing it, which it should. So I'll figure all that out, I guess. And most of the augers are all wore out on this thing, and she's needing some love. We're gonna give her all we can give her and go around it. She's got 6 acres of wheat to cut and 6 acres of beans to cut this fall, and a good chance there's an acre of corn that's going to shell. So, and I got a low tire over there. I got to get that figured out. Good thing is the front ones ain't dicked yet, but they're coming. I did get the head off of it. Everything up here looks all right. These don't look bad. Of course, you really can't see much shit in there, but I did wash this thing too, but as anybody knows, on washing a combine, you can wash it like 12 different times and it's still not gonna get clean. But I'm gonna go through before I take it anywhere and get all these chains and stuff checked over and change the ones I can change and some of the belts and shit. Try to do the stuff I can do, and then let somebody else who knows what the hell they're doing do the rest of it. Because I'm definitely not no combine expert. And they did some funky stuff on this bean head. They use like air fittings almost for the real height and your, yeah, be real height, I guess. Still under clearance. I'm still learning what everything does on this thing. And there's one problem that I can't quite grasp my head around. If anybody has any ideas, is the cylinders on the front of the throat. What happens is with the head on there, you got the valve open. You go to put the head down, it goes down like it should. You pick it back up, and it just bleeds off. It just leaks off. I don't know if it's something that valve was what's supposed to adjust that or what it is, but if anybody has any insight on that, much appreciative, because I have no freaking idea or clue or what the hell's going on there. And there's just some things on it I don't know a whole lot about. Get the finals checked out. They've probably been leaking, I'd say, for a while. Give her some love. I said there's stuff on here I'm going to do myself, but there's some things like the leak down, brakes on this thing, get the motor checked out, wear items, like which wear items to change, which ones not to change. I'm pretty sure the clean grain chain and the tailings chain is shot because there is no rubber paddles left on the chain. And probably while it's down there, we'll have them do all that stuff because I'm running out of time and energy to work on this. I'm running out of time. This thing's gonna go to the field, and I got a lot of fence to build and a lot of stuff going on with the farm that I need to be working on. But I'll try to do what I can to get her in tip-toppy shape. But anyhow, well, I guess without further ado, we'll go ahead and try to start this beast. So that was failed attempt number 1. Picked the battery up and thought, well, I'm gonna try it before I cut the camera on. It cranked over a few minutes and then she didn't have enough juices. So we hooked the old pick 'em up to her once. That tire there is not looking so hot. She got some pretty good cracks right there. I'll probably try to get that off this week and get that fixed. That one over there is almost brand new. This one over here looks pretty old. And the front two are Firestones. I'd hate to see what them bastards would run to get new ones of them, but right now they're fine. As long as they're, my motto is, as long as they hold air, I don't give a shit. But, well, I let it warm up, checked the air filter, because I didn't want to see no mousiness in there. I kind of been walking around looking, making sure there ain't nothing hiding. I think I'm going to back it out here and kick everything on and see how it, clean it out a little bit. In case there is any nests, and I know that big clutch up there on the side needs to be fixed, but I just kind of want to kick everything on and let it run a minute. I'm glad I got it in the shed before that big snow because I didn't want all this flooding in here as bad as it is. I didn't want to make it any worse. But yeah, it's a project. Gonna make her work. Might have to get the ether out on this old girl. She's a little grumpy. She's been sitting a while. There for a while I could get it started with no ether, but of course I'm starting it like every other week. Well, you know, cold, and it don't like the cold real well, and well, it got a little worse, I guess. I gotta clean this cab out. I can't still stand the mouse piss smell. Let's get this out of gear here. Give her a little juice. Seems a little stuck. Oh, we got juices now. Yes. Let's see what she does. No ether. That's surprising. They let real easily off the clutch. This thing's kind of touchy about it being in gear and not in gear. Woo! Sleeping Beauty's awake. So I think we're going to end the video there. Didn't get a whole lot there accomplished today. I wanted to see the coolant in the motor to see if there was any coolant in the oil. That's my main thing. And to get it started and running. Hell, it ain't, like I said, it ain't been started in 2-3 months now. Because I moved it in the shed right before we got that big snow, which was about a 10-inch snow. I really didn't want in the hopper and all over the combine. So I pulled it in the shed there. And it was cold that day. It had to be ethered that day. It didn't want to start because it was like 20-some degrees and the wind was blowing like son of a gun. And but we got it started and moved in there. And I mean, that's the thing that kills me is if that motor's so bad and got big problems in it, it runs too good and doesn't smoke hardly at all. I mean, it smokes when you give it the full rip, but I mean, that's any diesel motor. You're gonna have it blowing smoke whenever you give it all she's got. So we're just going to run it. That's the thing that my mindset is, and a lot of people can say what they want on this. I could dig into that motor and dig down into it and figure out all the problems, but honestly, if anything, I'd like to put a 301 in it anyway. So if I can find a 301 Alice motor to put in it, I think it'd make more sense to me because I've already got a 301 in my 185. All the filters would match, that sort of thing. And they're naturally aspirated. For that one, there's a 4-cylinder turbo that's turned up to like 100 horse. So they had a lot of overheating problems with that motor. So that's probably where we're at with that one. I think I'm just going to run it and see what it does. It's only going to do one or two things. It's either going to run forever or it's going to blow up in the next, 10-15 hours of use. I don't know. So a lot of unknowns there, but we're going to run it and see what happens. But we are going to go ahead and have all the mechanicals gone through and checked over of it because I've been on Marketplace too much. There's too many of those motors out there. There's too many 301s out there that I can find to put in the damn thing. And if all else, I'll just take that motor out and have somebody rebuild it and put it back in there again and we'll roll it again. So anyway, a lot of knick-knacky stuff that you're going to see on video-wise, especially on the combine. I'm going to clean the cab out next. I didn't really feel like doing that today. I pressure washed it once. I probably need to do it again because combine you can never get clean enough, seems like. So, yeah, just out running some errands now. I just figured I'd end this video with a little bit of explanation. But anyhow, guys, we'll catch y'all later. Hopefully we'll have some better content when the weather gets good. We got urea to spread and some aerating to do on some hay ground, so I'll try to get some more videos of that as we get into the farming season. So anyhow, we'll catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for more.